Good morning. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 16th of November, 2025. So, starting here with the synoptic yesterday at lunchtime, we have high pressure building in the North Atlantic with a low pressure building just to the west of the Bay of Biscay. And if we run that through midnight last night, very little changes, and again by lunchtime today, this high pressure is still building. This low pressure is still around the Bay of Biscay area, and it's driving sort of northerly winds down the country, which are becoming sort of northeasterly by the time you get down to the sort of Lasham area. And there's a weak occlusion due through just before lunchtime today, by the looks of it. If we take that on through midnight tonight. That low has started to move south, and the high pressures starting to dominate a little bit more, but it's still driving these northerly winds. And until lunchtime tomorrow, we've got a cold front that's come through the country. Pretty much, I think, clear air right across the whole of the country tomorrow, which is going to look good for a bit of flying. SatPic today shows a fair bit of cloud cover across most of the country at the moment, and we're not going to get away with it down south here. There is some cover over us at the moment, and that's going to be with us certainly for a good few hours, perhaps up till lunchtime, and maybe even into the afternoon. There is a little bit of a gap there, which may help us out as the day goes on. Rain radar, there's very little across southern England by way of showers or rain, just the odd one or two popping up here and there. And if we look at the rain forecast and run that through hour on hour, it does show some rain coming through in the morning. I'm not wholly convinced that's going to be anything more than very light drizzle, if anything at all. But it does clear up, and it does give us the prospect of an afternoon of some sort of better weather there. ODM Metar, 28 minutes ago, they had 030 degrees 9 knots, greater than 10k visibility, overcast at 700 feet, temperature 9, dew point 8, pressure 1010. Just a little bit further to the east, Farnborough, they had 040 degrees 9 knots, greater than 10k visibility, broken at 900 feet, temperature 10, dew point 8, pressure 1010. 1,000-foot winds to the north of us, 040 degrees 10 knots, to the south 050 degrees 20 knots. Windy are showing sort of northeasterly at 9 knots at 9 o'clock this morning. And we'll take that through to 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's a little bit more north in it, but still similar strength. So very little change in the wind today. And the local Met Office forecast confirms that with a northeasterly 10 knots going around northeasterly, and then maybe dying off to about 9 knots at the end of the afternoon. They're also showing the humidity being up in the 90s up until about lunchtime, but it's starting to dry out a little bit as the afternoon comes along. And they're also showing it's going to be a little bit overcast up until sort of mid-afternoon as well, but we might see a few breaks in that cloud. GFS temperature-wise, they're suggesting it's going to be around about 9 centigrade today, with the dew point around about 6. Is that 6? It might be an 8. Difficult to tell there. But looking at what we've got here at Lasham at the moment, we have 8.3 and 6.8. So it's about 1.5 degrees of a split there, which isn't very much. And hence the view outside, where we've got lots of low cloud. And we've got sort of northeasterly breeze at the moment. SkySight, they're suggesting that from the cross section here, the cloud base is going to be down below 1,000 feet up until about 10:30, where it will start to rise. maybe up to about 1,500 feet, which should give us enough to do a little bit of winch launching. And that's going to remain there throughout the day. Towards the end of the afternoon, we may get that one or two breaks in the cloud there and get a bit of sun on the ground and get the cloud base up just a little bit higher. Top Meteo, again, they're showing sort of cloud cover. The darker stuff is the lower clouds, and the lighter is sort of higher up, about 2,000 feet. So they're suggesting that we're going to have a low cloud early on, and it's starting to break up in this area, and certainly get up to above 2,000 feet. That's above sea level. No times, there's just one locally, which is your Barton Stacey live firing up to 1,600 feet. Moving on to the local airfield briefing, we have a couple of K-21s on book flying today. There's a K-21 on the casual list. There's single-seater availability, and of course the simulator is available as per usual. Two Excel movements, there's nothing to report today. As far as the SPL is concerned, the solo flying requirements are that you need a pilot medical declaration, and you need to be within rolling recency for your SPL. And then student pilots who wish to fly solo need written authorization where you can do that. And of course, instructors, you also need to be within rolling recency to exercise your privileges as an instructor. So the general situation today is there's low pressure down sort of Bay of Biscay way. There's high pressure in the North Atlantic. That's driving a northerly flow across the country, which is starting to come round towards northeasterly by the time it reaches the Lasham area. There is a fair bit of cloud on that, and there might be a little bit of drizzle earlier on. We'll be on runway 09 today. We're doing winter ops now, so please be ready when the cable and tug arrives, and of course, do not land or taxi across the disused runways here shown in red. So here's your ops, launch point vehicle in the middle of the runway. We'll be both winch launching and area towing off the hard surface, still landing on the grass. That's pretty much it from me today. Have a great day's flying, and we'll see you out there in a little while.